Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a wee look at trying to fix an old laptop I've got. It's an older Lenovo Thinkpad. It's a laptop I've kept for projects and using for things like that. It's ran really well up until now. I went to use it the other day, probably the first time in a good 45 months, and noticed it wouldn't boot up at all. The only signs of life it's showing is this flashing power button here, which is constantly flashing green. It doesn't matter if you press or hold it in or how many times you hit it, it just won't start up at all. I've left it with the charger plugged in for a while, just to let the battery charge, just in case it was completely discharged, but that hasn't solved the issue either. I've also removed the battery completely and tried to power it up, and it still won't power up. So what I'm going to do is take it apart, have a wee look inside, and I think hopefully disconnecting the BIOS battery and resetting the BIOS might do the trick, so we'll go ahead and we'll try that out. Before we disassemble the laptop, I'd like to give a shout out to this video's sponsor, PCBWay.
Thanks to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. PCBWay is the best place to go for your PCB, CNC and 3D printing needs. Bring your projects to life. They have low minimum order quantities and super fast turnaround times. They also have a large open source project community where you can browse through thousands of user uploaded projects and even upload your own. Check the link in the description below with a £5 welcome bonus.
So what we'll do now is we'll unplug the laptop. And remove the battery before we disassemble it. I use this kit for disassembling laptops and stuff. It seems to have every single screw bit you would need. It's also got case opening tools, tweezers and a few other bits and pieces. For those that are interested, I'll put a link in the description below. One thing I'll say about these old laptops, they're very well built, they're solid. I'll use one of the case opening tools that were included in this kit. There we are, and finally we've managed to open it up. It wasn't exactly the easiest laptop to open. I did notice, so I think it had been opened before, I noticed a couple of little cracks on the case, but I did buy it second hand, so having a quick look around the board, I don't see anything that's broken, so what we're going to do now is concentrate on this battery here, the CMOS battery. What I'm going to do is unplug this, and then without anything plugged into it, push the power button. The reason I'm doing that is just to discharge any components that might hold a charge, so we can reset the CMOS on it. And now we'll plug it back in. Before putting the case nut back onto it, I'm just going to plug the charger into it and see if I get anything. So it looks like resetting that has done something positive. As we no longer have a flashing light, we now have a solid light. But still nothing's booting up. So still nothing booting up yet. What I'm going to try and do is actually just connect the battery completely, and we'll try and fire it up that way, see if it makes any difference. Still nothing booting up. I'm going to hold it up the way just to see if there's any fan spin on it. See if there's any power going to the motherboard at all, and yes there is, the fan is spinning. I don't know if you see that, guys, we can see the fans turning, so we're definitely getting power to the board. If only for a moment, then it cuts out again. As you can see, the fan is now stopped. So there might be a short. The fan has started again. So far we've got it out the flashing green light status, and there is power going to the board as the fan is moving. We're just not getting any display. I can hear the hard drive spinning up as well, so I wonder if it's just a display problem. We're not getting any display here. So what we'll do is we'll power it down again. What I'm going to try now is remove one RAM module at a time and see if that makes any difference. And it has, it's booting up now, as we can see the screen. Now we're a bit of a step forward here from what we were. We've got something on the screen, but we're still not fully booting up, so I'll give this another minute or so, see if it gets anywhere. It doesn't appear to be, so what I'll do is I'll unplug it, and I'll swap the RAM, I'll take out the other RAM module. What I'll do is I'll place this one back in. Now let's see how that goes. It's So now we're booting up and it's showing a CMOS error. My guess for that, the battery's probably dead on it, and that's been causing some of the issues on it as well, and it looks like we may have a faulty RAM module as well. So what I'll do is I'll order up a new RAM module and a CMOS battery for it. So let's see if it boots into Windows now. So we've made progress. We went from a flashing green light to now booting into Windows, which is good. What I'll do is I'll replace the RAM module on it and a new CMOS battery. I think initially the problem would have been caused by the CMOS battery failing on it. Sometimes that can cause them to go a bit funny and cause them not to boot, but I'm not sure what happened to the RAM module. That might just be a coincidence. What I'm going to do with the RAM module is shut the laptop down, put this back in, see if we can get it to boot again. Now let's see if it boots up with the RAM module back in it. And yes, now it seems to be booting up okay. So I think we can really rule it down to solely the CMOS battery being faulty, which was my initial thought with it. I'm not sure what happened to the memory, why it booted when we took one of the modules out. It might just be total coincidence, but I think the main issue is the CMOS battery. So what I'll do is I'll get one of them ordered and we'll get that replaced. And hopefully we'll have no more issues with this laptop again, because it is a good laptop to have. It might be a bit on the older side, but it still really does come in handy for things. So hopefully there's no more issues with it and I can continue to use the laptop as just a spare and kind of a project laptop, which is really good for. Well, overall I'm glad I was able to fix it and it wasn't a casualty thrown in the bin. Thanks again for watching another video and I'll be back shortly with another one. Cheers now, bye bye.